BillO'Reilly.com premium members, welcome to the No Spin News, Tuesday, February 19, 2019. Take your country back. Okay, Bernie Sanders, he's in the race. He wants to be president again. He's running. Is there anybody thinking Bernie Sanders has a chance at this? Anyone? I don't even think Bernie thinks he has a chance. But anyway, here's what he said.
Together, you and I and our 2016 campaign began the political revolution. Now it is time to complete that revolution and implement the vision that we fought for.
Okay, the problem with Bernie Sanders is he's no longer the new flavor on the block. There are a whole bunch of socialists. Now, Bernie is a socialist. All right, he's a senator from Vermont. He's an independent. He runs on a Democratic ticket. But he's a socialist. I mean, I think Bernie honeymooned in the Soviet Union. I mean, he's out there. But now the whole crew are socialists. They all want the Green New Deal and all of that. Now, there are 12 declared candidates to run for president on the Democratic side. Remember, they all have to compete for money. That's the key. They're all asking the same people to give them money so they can buy TV spots, they can travel, they can hire staff, they can do all the things they need to do. So you got Sanders, you got Senator Klobuchar, Senator Warren, Senator Booker, Senator Harris, Senator Gillibrand, ex-San Antonio Mayor Julian Castro, Congresswoman Tulsi Gabbard from Hawaii, former West Virginia Senator Richard Ojeda, former Congressman John Delaney, Mayor Pete Buttigieg from someplace, and former tech executive Andrew Yang. That's 12. Former Vice President Joe Biden expected to enter the race. He is the front runner in the polls. Billionaire ex-New York City Mayor Michael Bloomberg says he may run. Senator Sherrod Brown from Ohio and Beto O'Rourke. So if they all got in, that's 16. That's a lot of people on that stage. A lot of people asking for money. Now, you remember the same thing happened last time around the Republican precincts, and Donald Trump prevailed. I think there were about 16. They were all over the place running around. You can keep track of them. Kamala Harris, you got to say, is a favorite. Comes out of California with big money. She says she's not a democratic socialist, but she likes the Green New Deal. She's going to say whatever she's going to say whatever she has to say. Now, let me reiterate: the Democratic Party has moved far left because of the Twitter mob. The Twitter mob are activists, all right, and they basically stir up hatred against people with whom they disagree and try to hurt them. And they put out horrible, horrible things about them. So if you're a moderate Democrat, you're going to get hammered by the Twitter mob, which is almost 100% progressive far left. It's the same thing on the right, but to like that extent, very small. With the far right Twitter crew, if you're a moderate Republican, you're a rhino Republican in name only. See, but they don't have the media access that the Twitter mob on the far left has. So they put out and get picked up by these websites right away. Bang, 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 and all of a sudden, you're in trouble if you're a not far left person on the Democratic side. But the smart money knows that the Democratic Party doesn't want a socialist because that ensures Donald Trump will win. They want somebody like Biden. Now, Biden will put Kamala Harris on the second ticket. It'll be Biden-Harris. That'll hopefully calm down the Twitter mob. All right? And Ms. Harris, a woman of color from California. California's going to vote Democrat anyway. I mean, if El Chapo were the Democratic nominee, California would vote for him. So they don't need that state, but because Kamala Harris is a photogenic and she identifies as African American and she's a woman and she's a Me Too, no due process person, she's a shoo-in. The other white progressives like Warren and they're not going to have a chance. Okay, so that's my initial Now, Beto O'Rourke, I don't know. Maybe he gets in and he's a young guy. But for me, when I watch him in interviews, he doesn't know. He doesn't have any answers. Yeah, he'll be the candidate of the Twitter mob, sure. But the real smart money inside the Democratic Party, the quiet money, would love Biden, because Biden is linked into Barack Obama, who they adore. And again, always keep in mind, if Michelle Obama ever decides to get in, she got it. Okay? Are we all up to speed on what the Democrats are doing? You know, Trump's just sitting back and waiting. And he'll mock them all. And, you know, but the president better hope the economy stays strong. And that's his ticket to ride if he wants to be reelected. Economy's not good. Remember, it's 2 years. Economy's not good, you know, problems. Okay, so the president declared a state of emergency, and a poll show most of the Americans don't like that, but I don't think they really care much. It doesn't influence or affect people directly. 16 liberal states, California, Colorado, Connecticut, Delaware, Hawaii, Illinois, Maine, Maryland, Michigan, Minnesota, Nevada, New Jersey, New Mexico, New York, Oregon, and Virginia have all filed lawsuits against the Trump administration for declaring a state of emergency. What does it mean? It doesn't mean much. He'll prevail. The president will prevail. He has the power to do it. Now, let me give you some stats, all right? This is important for you to understand the facts of the case rather than the emotion of it. So, currently about 654 miles of the almost 2,000-mile border. The border goes from Brownsville, Texas, to San Diego. About 2,000 miles. 654 have some kind of barrier there. And some of the walls are big, some aren't. And that has come over a period of years, but they can never get an organized, high-tech barrier out there. So the spending bill for this year says you can have $1,375,000,000 to build 55 miles of barriers in Texas. And President Trump, as you know, said, all right, I'll take that, but I'm going to add $8 billion by declaring a state of emergency to get it up to almost $10 billion in border money, border wall money. That's why the lawsuit. They don't want the other $8 billion. So the state of emergency is based upon a number of things. Massive amount of narcotics coming in here. Everybody knows about the 75,000 deaths from illegal drugs every year, and I think it's more than that. And they all know that millions of people are coming in here illegally. All right? A variety of reasons. So down on the border right now, and the reporting is absolutely horrendous on the border. It's awful. My best estimate is there are 8,000 people milling around down there who want to get into the United States. 8,000 right now. And about 1,000 of them have said to Mexico, give us papers, we'll stay here. And then 1,000 others have indicated they're going back to whence they came, Honduras, Guatemala, El Salvador, whatever it may be. So that leaves about 6,000 still trying to get in here, most of whom are going to ask for asylum. All right, asylum is granted by the United States when the government believes your life and health is in danger in your home country. So in 2016, the last year we have stats, about 20,500 people were granted asylum in the USA. And that's 28% of those applied. 73,000 applied for asylum. 28% made it. All right, so 20,500 made it out of 73,000. And, you know, they come from all over the world. But right now, it's mostly south of the border. And it's overwhelming the system. The asylum system, the judges, the investigators, can't do it. There's too many because the people smugglers have figured out the way into the USA is to bring a couple of kids with you and apply for asylum. You can stay here up to 3 years because that's how long it takes. to figure out whether